Hello everybody. Now let's see in detail what are the various career opportunities in vehicle diagnostics and OBD. I'm sure this is one very important aspect everybody is keen to learn about. All right, let's go one by one. Careers in vehicle diagnostics and onboard diagnostics are rapidly expanding due to increased complexity of the modern vehicles, which now include advanced electronics, embedded software, diagnostic system for performance, safety, emissions, and predictive maintenance. Due to the advent of ADAS, due to advent of autonomous vehicles, and the advanced electronics is becoming more and more complex. The architecture is becoming more and more complicated. So this is all leading to enhanced career paths. Now let's see a detailed look at career paths, job roles, required skills and industries which are involved. Modern diagnostics support fault detection and repair, emissions compliance, predictive maintenance, remote diagnostics and telematics, cyber security, anomaly detection. In every field, once you have the core knowledge, whether it is about the emissions or whether it is about the cyber security, you have an option to get into onboard diagnostics, provided you have the core knowledge. Okay, the first career and job opportunity is diagnostic software engineer. Okay, role develops diagnostic software for ECUs and integrates with OBD protocols, and the skills required is embedded CC++, CAN, UDS, ODX, OTX, diagnostics over internet protocol, AutoSAR, because these are all the various kinds of software that are used to develop the diagnostics. Okay, and what are the various industries? OEMs like BMW, Ford, Audi, Mercedes, Toyota, Maruti, Tata Motors, all these industries openings in diagnostics are there. And next also in tier 1 suppliers like Bosch, Continental, Aptiv, Forvia, Hella, all these companies are also aggressively recruiting engineers who have expertise in onboard diagnostics. And of course, not to mention the tool companies, the companies which are manufacturing the specialized tools which I mentioned in the previous chapters. They are also rapidly enhancing their onboard diagnostics skilled strength. Next is diagnostic technician, the certified automotive technician specializing in using diagnostic tools and software to detect, analyze, and repair faults. Okay, so this is the most important job, or most all pervasive job, all as far as onboard diagnostic is concerned. Whenever you take a car to a service dealership, this diagnostic technician, he checks the internal health of the car, and he is the most in demand professional as far as diagnostics is concerned. His responsibility is to inspect the vehicle with specialized tools, diagnose and repair faults in mechanical, electrical, and electronic systems, provide technical support to service staff and customers, plan maintenance and repairs, manage inventory. So these are the various responsibilities, roles and responsibility of diagnostic technicians. And what are the pathway? How to become a diagnostic technician? Requires formal qualification like Certificate 3 in light vehicle mechanical technology, often through apprenticeships, and further specialization through certifications. Okay, now let me stop you for a while and tell you one thing. Even this course, fundamentals of onboard diagnostics, which you are seeing right now, this course offers a certificate which makes you a certified professional once you enroll in this course and complete this course. Next is automotive diagnostic engineers, OBD engineer. Role: engineers focused on development, implementation, and validation of diagnostic systems and OBD protocols in vehicles. Responsibilities include design and develop diagnostic algorithms and software, implement and test OBD, UDS, DTC concepts, especially for EVs and advanced driver systems. They also include calibrate and validate emissions and performance diagnostics. Now, let me tell you, here a bit of core knowledge of emissions is mandatory. Okay, so you can become an automotive diagnostics engineer if you have core knowledge of the emissions, whether you have knowledge on lambda sensor or catalytic converter or selective catalytic reduction. Whether you have knowledge on all these things, that will definitely be a decisive factor in becoming a automotive diagnostic engineer. And collaborate with cross functional teams. Skills required. They have a strong background in electronics, embedded systems, automotive software, and knowledge of OBD standards. Okay, so these are the, for example, these are the two roles that are prevalent in the diagnostic market. Now, when it comes to ADAS, even in ADAS, as I said, diagnostics is becoming an important role, and Hill system testing engineer who specialize in testing and validation vehicle electronic system using Hill simulation platforms. So if you have knowledge on Hill simulation, Hill stands for hardware in loop. Okay, on hardware in loop, simulation engineers need to have expertise on Hill rigs, which are made by DSpace or Vector Informatica. So these are the companies which are manufacturing Hill rigs, and people who have expertise on Hill rigs, they also have ample opportunity to enter the field of diagnostics. The responsibility involves develop and execute Hill test cases for diagnostic systems. So developing a use case and a test procedure is an extremely important responsibility of a diagnostic engineer. And it validation, integration of OBD functionalities in easy use, troubleshoot and resolve system level diagnostic issues. All these things are extremely extremely important responsibility of the Hill system testing engineers. Now coming to the calibration engineer, his role is to focus on calibrating vehicle control units to ensure compliance with emissions and diagnostic regulations. As I said, emissions and diagnostic regulations are clearly standardized. There are plenty of regulating bodies who ensure the vehicle must comply with the emissions and diagnostic regulations. So engineers who have this core knowledge can are most welcome to become diagnostic calibration engineers. The responsibility involves developing and redefine OBD calibration strategies, optimize engine and emission performance while meeting diagnostic requirements. Okay, so next important opening, field IoT engineer, field Internet of Things engineer, especially in the field of EV telematics. Okay, the role is to work on the integration and diagnostics of telematics and IoT solutions in electric vehicles, and the responsibility involve implement and troubleshoot onboard diagnostic data transmission, support remote diagnostics and predictive maintenance features. Okay, automotive researcher internships, role entry level positions focused on research, data analysis, support for diagnostic system development. And responsibilities, assist in developing new diagnostic methodologies, support senior engineers in testing and validation. Okay, so these researchers internships, these are also excuse me, some of the important openings available for people who have expertise in diagnostics. Next comes the OBD specialist. Now this is a very senior role which requires expertise in OBD regulations, compliance and advanced diagnostics. The responsibility of the OBD specialist is to ensure vehicles meet global OBD standard, regulatory standards, the statutory standards. All these things are responsibility of the OBD specialist, and develop strategies for next generation diagnostic system, especially for new powertrain technologies. Now, as you know, powertrain is making rapid progress, whether it is IC engine powertrain or electric vehicle, new powertrains are coming to picture. So expertise in the various core knowledge of the powertrain is extremely important to develop the required OBD regulations. Of course, last but not the least, training and technical support roles. Train dealership staff, technicians, customers on diagnostic system tools. Well, this is exactly what I am doing because I understand the necessity for a structured course on onboard diagnostics. I have prepared this course, and this is exactly what I am doing. Train the dealership staff, technicians, and customers on diagnostic systems and tools. And responsibility involves develop training materials and conduct workshops, provide technical assistance on troubleshooting support. Okay, now let's briefly touch upon the key skills and tools required for career in vehicle diagnostics. Now within vehicle diagnostics, well, you may have a needed skill for diagnostic protocols where you have good knowledge on UDS, KWP, OBD-II, DOIP, and you must have good knowledge on CAN, LIN, FlexRay, Ethernet. This also ensures that you have an opportunity to work in onboard diagnostics. whether you are a software programmer who have expertise in C, C++, Python, XML, C++, Java. This also, as a software programmer also, you have you can step into the field of diagnostics, and also diagnostic databases like ODX, OTX, DPDU API, application performance interface. All these diagnostic database also give you an opportunity to get into the field of diagnostics. And of course, test and simulation tools like Vector Canio, Canalizer, ETA Synca, Diagra, all these are test and simulation tools which are standardized across the various OEMs. Now, you have a good knowledge on standards and regulations like ISO 15031, SAE 1979, J1939 for trucks, especially companies like UD Trucks, Ashok Leyland, or Eicher. If at all you want to pursue career in such companies, this knowledge of J1939 becomes very handy. And hardware knowledge, which includes the knowledge like ECUs, sensors, actuators, and scan tools, they all comprise all these above skill sets which I am mentioning here. With any of the skill set, with any of the expertise, you have ample opportunity to step into the field of diagnostics. And let me tell you one thing: diagnostics is a very well paying field. Okay, rather than just a mechanical engineer, when you step into diagnostics, your salary will definitely grow multifold. And what are the various companies which are recruiting employers? First is, when it comes to OEMs, companies like Toyota, Ford, Hyundai, Tata Motors, Maruti, Mercedes, Audi, BMW, Ferrari, all these companies, whether it is Volvo, all these companies are drastically enhancing their diagnostic strength. And when it comes to tier ones like Bosch, Continental, Denso, Aptiv, whether it is aftermarket tools like Snap-on, LaunchTech, Autel, whether it is telematics companies like Geotab, Zubi, Bosch IoT, Verizon Connect, or whether it is service chain like Mahindra First Choice, Maruti Service Centers. As I said, in these service centers, you will come face to face with lot of OBD technicians. And when it comes to startups, EV diagnostics, field analytics, okay, these are some startups which are trying to get a grip in the diagnostic market. And of course, consulting and testing. Lot of consulting companies like AVL, KPIT, TCS, ETAS, NTT Data. Now, all these are these AVL or are well-known names, big players in the automotive consulting and testing. Okay, one name which I forgot to mention here is FEV. Even that is a big company as far as this testing is concerned. Now, what are the basic educational and background certifications required? The basic certification is BE, BTech in automotive engineering, electronics, mechatronics, and computer science. So naturally, you need to be a BE, BTech, and if you want to become a technician, even a diploma in automotive engineering should suffice. Certifications like Bosch diagnostic courses, ETA Synca or Vector Cano certifications, ASLE Advanced Engine Performance Specialist, Automotive Diagnostic Standards. Whenever you are certified in any of these courses, including this course which I am teaching to you right now, you have ample opportunity, and these certifications are the doorway through which you can step into the diagnostic market.